All right, so I'm not going to waste your time here. First thing we want to talk about today is how to win friends and influence people. So this topic is something that a lot of people ignore, or people don't even understand what this is in the first place. But winning friends is such a big deal in life because, to be honest, most things you do, it require a friend or it requires somebody else. A lot of people don't really understand that. You always hear people talk about stuff like, oh, like I'm by myself, or I'm a loner, or I'm in this world alone. If you operate like this, you gonna lose in so many ways, or you just gonna miss out on a different section of life. Sometimes a lot of people always use the point of not even realizing that your net worth is your network, which means what the amount of people you know determines the amount of money you have. And a lot of people don't even realize that. A lot of people don't even realize that the quality of people and the amount of people that you try to be around or you let in your circle that's literally gonna reflect in your finances. You ever notice why billionaires and millionaires, they all know each other and they all know like huge amounts of people, and they all just basically just have like a different section or just a different type of network of people? This is because they use and they practice some of the points that we're going to talk about today in this video. So the first point that I would love for you guys to understand is be approachable. If you're an approachable person, most times a lot of people find it hard to make friends because they're not an approachable person. And if you want to be an approachable person, it literally starts with just having a smile on your face, not looking upset, not being the type of person that it's just 100%, oh, like I'm annoyed. Meaning, you ever see those type of person where everything annoyed them, or like they're annoyed by, you just look at them and they're just upset. 100% of the time they're just upset for no reason. And if you ask them, I can definitely tell you that like they probably don't even know why they're upset. They're just upset for like some stupid shit. And that it basically stops people from talking to you, because if your face isn't a pleasant one, people wouldn't really approach you, if you understand. Does that make sense? So if you can just be an approachable person, or just be easy to reach, or be easy to talk to, or just be a person that you can start a conversation easy, this will definitely lead you to like having like a different section of people that you meet in, or allow you to just meet random people and have strong conversations, and you don't even have to care if you know the person or not, or you don't have to care what history you have with the person or not. You're just allowing yourself to be so approachable that a person would want to talk to you. A person would approach you because they would rather talk to you, right? Most times people don't even try to be approachable, and people don't realize that it's how a few things make you approachable. So we just spoke about the first one of having a smile on your face. The next thing, you definitely want to bring yourself properly, meaning like you want to make sure that your hygiene okay, you want to make sure that you look approachable. Like, because if you look at it right now, how many times have you like went up to like some homeless guy on the road and just say something? It would be less likely that somebody would approach you if you look shabby or something. I would definitely advise you to just be approachable by just look approachable, and just simple things like that. You have no idea how far that can take you, or how far that can like allow you to just meet just a higher standard or a higher quality amount of people. And also, it just depends on the setting that you put yourself in as well. The type of setting that you would put yourself in, that would definitely allow you to like say, okay, I'm gonna be in this type of setting because I want to meet these type of people. Which is like if you want to hang out at the library, or if you want to hang out or like at the gym, or you just simply like go conventions, or you simply just go some other event, a party or something crazy. But just so you know, if you're the type of person who like you're always going to the bars, you're always going to the clubs, you're always going to different places, not because you go to these places, it doesn't mean that you're going to meet great people. And a lot of people don't really understand that your setting, it literally have a lot to do with the type and the quality of people that you know, or you will be friends with. So if you're not in a good setting, or you're not in like good environment, don't expect to meet good people, bro. Yeah, you might meet some person, but you're probably just not gonna meet the best. These things will just drastically affect the type of people you're meeting, the quality of people you're meeting, and it will definitely help you to get to wherever you're trying to get to. The second thing that you can do to win some friends and influence people, become a great listener. So if you are like a great listener, I can definitely bet you're gonna meet so many friends, and you're gonna have so many strong conversations, and the conversation isn't always just gonna reflect around you or your point. So a great listener, you don't interrupt people every time they talk. You don't try to put your point across and then allow somebody else to not say anything. Even if like you have strong points, try to allow other persons to have conversation. Try to allow somebody to just express themselves or express their point of view. And yes, sometimes things can just be very difficult and things can just be complex to a point where you actually need to get your point across, but try to just do it in a way where you still allow the next person to say their point. Doing things like that, I noticed that it helps you so much that you get to learn more from whatever the conversation is, and you get to have like just a strong idea of whatever the person was talking about. Because if you're doing more listening than talking, you're obviously going to consume way more than if you were the one doing the talking. So some things like that, just, I know it kind of seems simple, but you have no idea how many people fail at this. Like, people fail at this so much that they don't even realize that, okay, these are the things that are stopping me from having good conversations, or these are the things that are stopping me from just basically like just having people liking me as a person. A person will like you just because you listen to them, bro. That's just how strong the power of listening is. A person will definitely like you just because you hear them out and you allow them to talk to you. You didn't even have to say shit. All you had to do was just listen. And these lessons that I'm telling you about today, like, they're so powerful, bro. And I learned these lessons it's this book, and it's called How to Win Friends and Influence People. I know you probably can't see it because of the reflection and stuff, but How to Win Friends and Influence People, I'm gonna put it on the screen so you can have an idea of what I'm talking about. So this book right now, this is such a powerful book that a lot of people don't really know that this is the number one book if you really want to learn about psychology and just how to deal with people and how to actually have strong conversations with very smart and intelligent people. Because a lot of people, they have this spotlight effect that they always feel like everything just revolves around them, and you don't understand that you have to give people the chance to express who they are. If you don't do that, you will have such difficult times just acquiring new friends, or just laying like a good platform for somebody to talk to you or to be a part of strong conversations. Just be a good listener. Do that part, and you don't even have to listen to the other parts in this. You don't have to listen to the other points. Just do that part, and I can guarantee you, like, you already win. Even the points that are ahead of this one, you already win. I feel like just doing that alone, like, will literally help you. But all right, so the third point, and I feel like this is one of the most important things from this book. This book is something that it just showed me a different section, and this book basically show you how to let people win. Meaning, let people win arguments, let people win conversations, let people win conflicts. Because, all right, so one thing that I've learned from this whole thing is that you can change everything except for the person. So except for another person, you can change a lot. So what you can do is, if you let people win conversations or allow them to see your point in a point that they don't feel like they lost, then you will grasp how to understand people and like how to you can win the argument without even actually winning the argument, by just letting the person feel like they won the argument, if you understand. So you can push your thoughts or push the narrative in a way of hearing what they have to say and asking questions, by instead of telling a person what they should do or telling a person what they need to do, you can master this or win the argument by asking questions on what you think is the best way to go about whatever the thing is. So whatever the conversation is, I feel like if you ask more questions on the topic, and especially if you have your point and they have their point, if you just start asking questions that lead more into your point of view, they will answer them in a way that will basically let you win, and they won't even realize that, okay, yeah, I just allowed this guy to win. Like, you wouldn't even realize how serious this is, or serious that part is. So yeah, letting people win is such a strong and powerful activity you can practice. But you definitely have to have the humility of not trying to win every war, or not trying to win every battle, or not trying to let people feel like, oh yeah, like my point is better than yours. If you don't realize that a lot of these things don't even matter in the first place, because if you really ask yourself, what's the prize? What's the prize of winning this conversation right now? What's the prize of telling this person he's wrong about this thing? Especially if he is. If you can practice these points, then I feel like you're gonna have no problem networking with people and actually meeting like-minded individuals. But just always remember, one of the most important thing is just try to control your settings, or try to be around different places that you know you can meet these people. Because to be honest, it don't even make sense you meet people or win any friends in any setting, because if you're not in like a strong environment that you can meet smart, like-minded individuals, you won't even, those people not even gonna help you. So try to fix or control your setting first before you even like divert into like practicing these like steps, if you understand. I really hope you guys understand what I'm saying, and if you really have any problems with this, or if you need guide on doing this, like, you can just leave a comment on what you think, or even if you disagree with what I'm saying, just leave a comment and tell me your point of view, and tell me if you agree with anything that I said, and tell me if you actually practice any of these like strategies or skills, and let me know if it worked for you. But also, you definitely can check the book out. So check this book out, which is How to Win Friends and Influence People. Just let me know what you actually think. You have like a lot of different versions of it, but I like to read this one, which is just the old version. Like, this is the actual first copy of this book, which is the old version. All the updated versions, I don't think they kind of kept the strong values that Dale Carnegie was talking about, but this old version will definitely help you to see a lot of the points that I'm talking about in this video, and it will go more in depth on how it is. If you don't have time to read the book, you can try to listen to the audio version. The audio version really helpful because you can like have like a imaginary vision of what the narrator is actually saying. If you practice these and just follow these lessons, I promise you, bro, like, you're gonna win and have more friends than you ever even knew about having in the first place. And I'm pretty sure that you might find yourself with more people agreeing with your point, or more people seeing things from your side, by just open the floor up to listening and following these other points that I said in this video. Thank you guys again for watching this video. If you have any input, just let me know. Let me know how I can improve. Let me know the things that you like from this video. Thank you so much. I see you guys in the next.